unlocked, except a few shops that were open and so on. And we decided to shut it down for the remainder of this week, and it will remain shut. After they have shut down this place for 5 years, there was this so-called sit-at-home before I assumed office. A year plus before I came into office. Tried everything, and I will say a few things in this way. So the purpose of this press conference is simply to clarify a few issues as to what is at stake, why we did what we did, and why this must have to happen, and even be different in the days and weeks and months ahead. Because we are prepared, because we see it as a big struggle for the soul of Anambra's future. This is a struggle for the soul of Anambra's future. The mandate of the people, like almost 80% of the people, have given us mandate to protect and promote their welfare and security. And that we must remain committed to doing 24/7 every day. Anambra is on the rise. We've secured Anambra. Security is firm. We had the best Christmas ever this last few weeks. People, it was as if there was mass return all over Anambra. All the markets were open, including on Mondays, even Sundays. And you won't believe it. Main market was open on Mondays throughout the Yuletide season. But then after the Christmas season over, we've got to lock it up again. Something is happening. It's no longer sit at home. Sit at home ended more than 2 years ago. What is now happening with these markets? Because on Mondays, everywhere in Anambra, especially in Onitsha, on Mondays, the streets are open. The various stadiums that you have in the place, they are full with people exercising. Cars on the road, social meetings, neighborhood meetings, churches, and so on and so forth. Street trading everywhere. Everybody is bustling because the earlier sit at home was that people sat in their homes and never came out. This time around, it's no longer sit at home. It's now plain laziness because what you've done for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years becomes like culture. We've become used to it. And therefore, by reflex action, we have to be aware. And we are redefining a new calendar for Anambra and the Southeast, that you are open for business from Tuesday to Saturday or to Friday, as the case may be. While the rest of the world has a different kind of calendar. No. There's now some deliberateness about what is going on. Sabotage, criminal intent to keep Anambra and the Southeast behind. And we are determined to fight this with everything legal to make sure that we come to an end to this. Like I said, security restored, investors are pouring in. Christmas that we had like no other, where everybody traded every day, including Sundays. We cannot realize the potentials of Anambra without defeating this particular people, because it keeps dragging us back. How did we get here? Before I became governor, that was sometime I think early 2021, they began this stuff sit at home, which was ordered by I don't know who, as a way of protesting the arrest of Mazen Namdekan. But when I assumed office, we engaged all stakeholders, everybody in the discussions. And we had several releases by IPOB denouncing the sit at home itself, that they did not support it. Various groups were denouncing it, but I think this was being reinforced by a group I think led by Simon Etta or something, maiming and killing people, and so fear got into everywhere.
We cannot enter anybody's house to drag them out. Don't sit at home, come out. We cannot do it. We will be infringing on their fundamental human rights. They have freedom of choice. Ours is to make the environment conducive for those who want to come out and go about their businesses. We have a duty to protect them.
That's the governor of Anambra State, Soludo, addressing a press conference at that point, explaining why he was able to carry out such unfortunate decision, to shut down the largest market in West Africa and to deprive millions of Southeastern youths from engaging in their normal economic activities. My question is very straight to the governor of Anambra State, or to anybody who feel that the right thing that was done by this government. He has experienced wide, global, national and global condemnation for that unfortunate decision. But I do not know who actually Soludo want to please in this regard. Citing a lot of references from where the issue of sit at home started to this moment, and where people have shown enormous love for the IPOB leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whether is jealous of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's popularity and influence in the Southeast, that is left for him. But it has become really, really unfortunate to state that the decision of the governor has backfired. There might be some elements within the structure of security in that state who he might likely be using, but I can tell you that the youths themselves has shut down both Asaba, both Delta State and Anambra State, and we are gathering that it is spreading towards other eastern states of the Eastern Bloc. Because it has finally gained momentum in Delta State currently now. So the question is this: if you are talking about the reason why you shut down that market, that I've not seen anything Soludo has done to the people of Anambra State ever since he became the CBN governor. I don't see any project he attracted to the main market. I've not seen anyone. I've not seen any project he attracted to Anambra youths. While he was still as governor elect to this moment, I've not seen any building that is being dedicated to Soludo in main market virus. But the thing is very clear, that the sit at home is voluntary. It was not forced on any of these people. It is the decision they actually take on themselves, to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the picture and to continue to show solidarity for the man that everybody has come to recognize as the true Igbo leader currently now. And anything outside that is totally not acceptable currently now. And Soludo should not struggle with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's influence and relevance currently now, because as it stands now, I think politically, Soludo end has come. No matter what he's going to do at this point in time. And the thing is, remain that at this point in time now, I think the market leaders should not have time to listen to that governor, whatever he's trying to tell them that is going to shut down this market 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. How dare you, and threaten that the only thing. The Igbo nation has been left out within the national and the political circle of this country. So the only thing they survive on is the struggle, which you are saying today. I thank God that a lot of people who we are able not to understand Abilisho, where this thing is coming from, have started retrieving their steps. I made it very clearly from onset that Soludo is very wrong and is going to face the consequences of that action. And in less than 24 hours, I think he begin to. Then why, if you think you are a strong man, why are you calling a press conference to state your own of story? You don't know have story to tell. The reason why you should shut down a main market and threaten to use bulldozer. That's in fact, unless you don't want to stay in Anambra State again, you dare not, because most people you are seeing there are billionaires. They don't take anything from the government. They are not seeking any help from you. These are self-made people, people who grew from nothing, who grew from zero to whatever they are today, without government intervention. Even you as governor of Anambra State currently now, what can you boast of that you've actually attracted to the people of Anambra State? Allow those guys to be, allow the traders to be, allow the businessmen to be, allow Anambra people to be. Concentrate on your failure as governor. Just round up and get out. So if they want to still impose another Fulani governor in Anambra State, they can go ahead and do it. It's not a big deal. People are not relying on whoever that is there as governor, whether he performs or not. It's none of their business. They are capable, and you can see from every nook and cranny, it has been rejected. So it is very clear that the leaders of that market should just let Soludo know that he has gone beyond boundaries, and he have no right to determine how main market should be run. The main market you are seeing there is older than Soludo and his family. You cannot claim what you are not. Who are you trying to impress? Were you brought to sabotaging the struggle of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? So I don't know what you mean by you are a professor. I don't know. I've not seen any professorship in that decision. Even in your leadership, it has been zero leadership from 0 to 0. Yes, the Igbo nation themselves, they don't even try to talk about Samonipa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, trying to link them to the insecurity that we know about how he came about, under Buhari and Asani Dokubo, how they were able to, cause a lot of havoc. And you are one of the people that, even with all the confessions everywhere, you still maintain that stand that who told you? So how would you justify what the kind of killing that took place there that Asani Dokubo is claiming? How would you justify what the BBC reported, that the repentant Boko Haram under Buhari was deployed to the eastern part of the country? How would you justify that? So it's a very clear thing. The market leaders themselves should tell the people, yes, the sovereignty lies with the people, not with the governor. The sovereignty of Anambra State lies with the Anambra people, not with the governor. The governor will have only one vote. And you can see millions and thousands of views, Soludo has triggered another insecurity and unrest. And if people continue to lose their life in the process, and the police, thank God, the commissioner of police I think have stated his own side of the story. For me, that is quite outstanding to give it to that man, the CP of Anambra State. I must say kudos to you, sir, and for taking the side of legality, for not compromising, but the only thing I want to say is, whether the GOC of Anambra State or GOC is involved or whatever military structure involved, they should also understand very clearly that the people did not violate any rule, any security order in that state. Civil disobedience, they choose that pattern, resistance, to get government. Okay, let me even ask Soludo at this point in time. Are you talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I hope that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name that you mentioned, will not just, cause a lot of commotion in that your mouth. And for mentioning Nnamdi Kanu, you visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody. Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Upon all the rubbish and noise you people made over the years, you are bringing it out. Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? It just means you people are part of the Igbo problem. The Igbo politicians are part, and it's becoming very critically clear that one day, we people who keep on bringing, mediocrity, damage, sending, suppressing and oppressing, helping the central government, who are seen and extremely marginalizing the Igbo people. You have yourself to blame in no distant time. It's justified. The market leaders themselves at this point in time should understand very clearly that what they need to do at this point in time is to call an executive meeting and declare that the market be opened with immediate effect. Let Soludo go to hell. As simple as that. Because it is instigating problem, and the people cannot continue. See, this is the only way people survive there. They are not in government. They have been skilled out completely from the national government. This is the only thing that they know how to do best, and they've been doing it without even, there are peace-loving people. They go about their private business, and at a point they decided, that this thing is not okay. We continue to show solidarity for a man they love so much, which is a Muslim man. Then the question is, have insecurity stopped? When you are trying to connect to the issue, and how the whole thing started. Are they the one? Are you trying to tell me that people are not being killed in the eastern part of the country? There are no Fulani herdsmen. They are not killing people on daily basis. In the forest, people have not been kidnapped on the road to their locations by these Fulani herdsmen and all that are infiltrated everywhere. So, Soludo, you are not even sincere with yourself. And I think to an extent, for me, I think it has come to a point that you do not matter for the people of Anambra State anymore. And the best thing for you to do at this point in time is to clearly state yourself out of the government house. Just resign and get out. And let another fresh air come. Let us see whether we can at least breathe enough of this sabotage and betrayal. You are the one that is betraying the people. A lot of people are disappointed in you as a professor you claim you be, and which I sincerely doubt. Up to this moment, even when you were CB, what have you brought to the people of Main Market? What have you brought to the people of Anambra State? Now you want to shut down Main Market. I don't know whether I don't understand. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria that I'm seeing a governor coming out. Yes, if the people decide that yes, this is the way to go, it is left for them to decide. Clearly, this is the way to go. It is their private business. You did not build any block there. They are the ones that pay you rent, they pay you taxes and ever, and that is what the CP of Anambra State is saying, that you do not have rights. If you feel that you continue with that decision, then be ready to vacate the government house. You no longer enjoy the people's sovereignty, and you no longer enjoy the people's mandate.